Hello and welcome to the Sports Center YouTube channel. Now, today I want to talk about the new fight that's been announced, the heavyweight title fight. I'll get to that in a minute. Between Daniel Dubois, who is now the champion, and Anthony Joshua. So, firstly, what I want to address is, Usyk has been stripped of the IBF belt. I think we all knew it was going to happen. I didn't want it to happen. I wanted to see the rematch of Fury and Usyk for the undisputed again, but boxing being boxing, you know, these bodies, they do whatever they want. So we are where we are with that. The one thing I didn't like though is the belt's been given to Dubois. So at this moment, Daniel Dubois, because he beat Hrgović in his previous fight, and Hrgović was the mandatory for the IBF, Daniel Dubois is now the heavyweight champion of the world, and that just doesn't sit right with me. You know, he's not beating the champion, so I can't understand why the IBF have given him the belt. Why not have AJ versus Dubois for the belt? I mean, it is for the belt. I get that, but why couldn't they just have the belt in the middle and, you know, winner takes it? Why did they have to give it to Dubois? I don't know that there might be a reason for it. If there is a reason for it that I don't know about, drop us a comment and let me know. But it didn't sit right with me, that. And it even looked at the press conference like Dubois was almost a little bit embarrassed to be introduced as the IBF champion. I don't know. Have a look back, let us know what you think. But yeah, he didn't seem to embrace being called the champion that well. And, you know, it's new to him. The lad is only 26 as well, remember? He's, we all remember what AJ was like in his younger years. You know, he was never the most vocal in the presses and on the mic. So maybe that's got something to do with it. But yeah, just didn't like, you know, it could have been handled better. I think that the belt could have still been vacant and the winner got the belt rather than just giving it to Dubois. But, you know, fair enough. Congratulations, Daniel Dubois, heavyweight champion of the world. So, the fight itself, am I excited for it? Yeah, I suppose. Well, I'm not buzzing for it. Like you know, I can't lie. I'm not over the moon for it. But ultimately, you've got to think, well, who else is there out there for AJ to fight? And you've got to give credit to the guy. He's active at the moment. He wants to be in the ring. He wants to be active. He wants to get those belts back. So if he didn't have really another choice but to fight Dubois. So I suppose having the IBF belt has taken this fight from a Perry-Tamer level. It's now got a bit of spice to it. You know, it's a medium kind of going hot. Do I see a world in which Dubois beats AJ? Absolutely not. I just think the guy, he takes too many shots. And the way Anthony Joshua has been boxing recently, he seems as though he's got the bit between his teeth. He seems as though he's got this predator, this killer instinct back, where he's taking his time. He's sussing out his opponent. And as soon as he sees his opponent in that radar, bang, he's delivering that kill shot. And I just think Daniel Dubois, he boxes far too open to even being with a sniff of beating AJ. Now listen, I know fighters can change their styles, you know, they'll prepare for different opponents in different ways, and I think he has to. He can't go into a fight against AJ the way he has in his last fight against Hrgović. And look, you look at the fighters after Dubois and Hrgović, you look at both fighters, and Dubois still looked fresh. But make no mistake about it, in those first couple of rounds, he was taking some shots. He took them well, you know, fair play to the guy. But you ain't going to get that chance against AJ because, as I just said, if he sees you in his radar, bang, he's delivering that kill shot and he's taking you out. He did it against Ngannou in his last fight. You know, we all thought he'd take his time, he'd study him, he'd build into the fight. Nope. Literally round 2, was it? He saw his chance, bang, he'd put him out. And that's what he'll do against Dubois. So it remains to be seen. I mean, Wembley Stadium, 90,000 fans. It's great that the Riyadh season is now putting events in the UK. I think that's really good for the UK fans because, you know, a lot of fans want to see these big fights and most of us can't afford to go to Saudi Arabia to go watch them. So the fact that they're bringing the fights to the UK, I really do like that. I hope it continues. I hope it's not just a one-off. I'd love to see the likes of, and I think it's all set up for this, whether Fury wins the belts back or not, I think it's all set up now for, if this is, I'm talking like Daniel Dubois is going to be a walkover. He's not going to be a walkover, but I think AJ beats him. So AJ beats Dubois. I think it's all set up for an AJ Fury fight. And I just love that to be, I'd love that to be in the UK. I think we all would, you know, it's two of Britain's best boxers for decades. And to have that fight overseas, I think it'd be gutting really. It'd be gutting for myself as, well, and all you guys as sports fans. You know, we're a proud nation, and therefore I think that's a fight that's definitely, it's got to be in the UK. But as I say, not overhyped for the Dubois fight. I think the fact that he's got the IBF belt on the line now, that's definitely thrown a little bit of spice into the mix. But ultimately, I think there's no one else really out there. You know, Wilder, I think his time's done, so therefore I think that was always off the table for AJ. So therefore, yeah, Daniel Dubois it is. IBF belt on the line. Who wins? Let us know in the comments below, guys. Thanks for watching as always. Give us a thumbs up if you like the channel and subscribe. Catch you in a bit.